everyone, welcome back. Today's day 14 of Junk Journal July, and today's prompt is torn. So what I thought we would do for today's video is make a belly band, but we're gonna make it so it folds open and there's gonna be journaling space inside of it. So I just have this paper here, and it's just a paper scrap. So I'm just going to figure out about how big I need to make it. The size that you need is going to be dependent upon the size of your journal. So I'm just going to roughly measure. And same with the width. It's just going to be depending on what size your journal is. So then once we come up with the size that we need, we're just going to fold it in half lengthwise, and because this is torn, I'm just going to tear across the bottom roughly, and it's torn across the top. Now this is just the perfect size that I want it to be widthwise, so I'm not going to tear it across, just the top and the bottom. So I left it a little bit smaller than the page, and I did that on purpose. But see, it's going to be just the right size, and then you're going to be able to fold it open. Maybe I have it on the wrong side. Okay, just like that. And you're going to be able to fold it open, and then you can journal on both sides, and then you're going to be able to have a little pocket. So we can go ahead and decorate this up more. And what I brought along for that was, so I think how I want to decorate this is I have these herb tickets, and I'm just going to finish cutting around them. And now, even though today's prompt is torn, I think this is going to work better if we just kind of rough the edges up to give it a torn appearance. So I'm just going to take my scissors and kind of rough up the edges just by gently going back and forth. So now we can go ahead and ink around it, and I'm actually going to use my green ink instead of my brown. And actually, I'm just going to kind of crumple it all up and make it look even more worn and like it's just been through a ton. And now if you go across where your wrinkled marks are, you'll pick up a little bit of that ink, and it'll give it even more of a vintagey kind of look to it. Okay? So then I'll go around the edges of our belly band. And then I also think what I want to do is I want to do a little tab on the side, just so that you know, it's meant to be open. And I do have a few here that's already done, some digitals. I'm not sure if they're going to be the right size or not, but we'll try one and see. And if not, I'll just use my circle tab. So I have to trim a little bit. I cut all this stuff out on my Cricut, and for the most part it cut out really well, and it saved a ton of time by having the majority of it cut out, but it left a lot of white around the pieces, which I'm not sure why, because when I did it and took the background away, it didn't show anything else. So I'm not sure. Alright, so we'll just fold this and I'll ink around it real quick, and then we'll see if this is going to work or not. So we'll put it down. We'll put it down in the middle maybe. And I don't want it to come out super far, but then I'm gonna put my label on top of it. Well, maybe I'll put it up towards the top. And I think that looks okay. I mean, the colors go pretty well with it. I actually think I might just want to go over this with that green a little bit, maybe just to tie in with the label, because the label is a little bit more like greeny yellowy. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and place this down first. Yep, right about there is good. So that way, when you see the tab, then you can be like, oh, well, maybe there's something else there. That means I should open it. And then we'll go ahead and glue down our little label. Just like that. And it looks super wrinkled and old and worn, and I actually really like that look. So yeah, there's that. Now we can go ahead and glue it down. To our page, and you just want to go as close to the edges as possible, just like with a pocket. Just like that. Now we can work on maybe some little things that we want to put in it. I like this little bird stamp. So what I'm going to do is roughly cut it out, and then I'm going to tear out around it. And then maybe to dress it up a little bit, we want to put a tad bit of lace across it. Maybe down the side here. Just like that. Okay, and then that'll slide in. And then that'll slide in super cute. But I'm going to go ahead and pull it out because the lace is not set on it. And also, the other day when we did those, the little dots with the puff paint, I actually thought they were super cute. And I think I would like to do just a couple on this one. Just like maybe 3 down the lace. So let's let that Fabri-Tac dry for just a minute, and then we'll do the dots. So there's that one. Now I have this, which is a lot bigger, but I think I can tear it down enough to make it fit. So I'm going to bring in my Fiskars decal edge tearing ruler, and we'll see if we can get it small enough to put in the little belly band. It might still be too tall. Nope, actually it's a really good size. Cool. So we'll go ahead and ink around this one. I think I'm going to use the eggplant color. There's that. And then for the last one, I'm going to do one more piece, I think, in it. And I have little tiny mini postcards. There was also a free digital kit that, or a digital paper that I found online. And they look, I mean, I said postcards. They're actually old recipes. So I'm just going to take probably this top one here. And let's see. I'm going to cut on the small sides, and then the side here we can tear. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to ink around it in the brown. And then on the back of this one, I ink a little bit. And then I actually want to draw some lines. And because it's going to go up and down, I just want to draw them up and down. So I just have my ruler, and then I'm going to go almost to the edge. And at the end of each line, I'm just going to put a little dot because I just like that look. And then I think I'm just going to lightly stamp like a couple of these little flourishes. Whether it be mostly on the page or off the page, it doesn't really matter. Let's see, where's my stamp block at? Okay, and I'm not doing it very dark, just a little bit to kind of zhuzh up the thing a bit. Okay, just like that. Just gives it a little extra something. And actually, we can do that with the back of this one as well. No, actually, you know what we'll do for this one? We will take a little flower stamp. Let's see. We have reds, blues, purples. And then we'll just do real lightly in this. Let's see how light this is. Oh yeah, okay, so if I just dab super lightly, just go around like this, and it gives it just some interest, but it's not too dark where you can still write, and it's just fun. Part of an imprint there, and another part of an imprint there, and maybe part of one there. Okay, so just like that, and then like I said, you can still write on it. And then we might as well do that on the last one as well. So let's see, I have a little leaf for this one. Okay, just like that. Now we can go ahead and, well, I'll show you the overall look, and then before I end my video, I'll do those little tiny puff paint dots with you. So this is our belly band, and we tore it a little bit. And then we have this page, which is just like a small little journaling card. We stamped on the back with room to journal. And we have this little tiny recipe card that we tore and stamped on the back, and there's writing space. And then we also have this cute little bird stamp, and I put a little bit of lace, and then I'll put some of those little puff paint dots on it, and then we stamped on there. So then that can all just get tucked in here, just like that. And then you're able to open this, and you can have journaling space on this side and this side as well. So that is day 14, guys, torn. So I hope you liked this video. I can't wait to see what everyone else comes up with for today. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'm just doing really small dots. I'm only doing 3. And I made sure they were super small. But then once that dries, I think they'll end up being super cute. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow for day 15, which is tucked away. And as always, guys, happy crafting. I'll see you soon. Bye.